Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. The only source of knowledge is experience. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted. With important matters, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. In matters of truth and justice, there is no difference between large and small problems, for issues concerning the treatment of people are all the same. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? When the solution is simple, God is answering. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Before God we are all equally wise and equally foolish. It is strange to be known so universally and yet to be so lonely. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. True religion is real living, living with all one's soul, with all one's goodness and righteousness. I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I have done my share. It is time to go. I will do it elegantly. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle, requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. My religion consists of a humble admiration of the illimitable, superior spirit who reveals himself in the slight details we are able to perceive with our frail and feeble mind. The devil has put a penalty on all things we enjoy in life. Either we suffer in health, or we suffer in soul, or we get fat. All religions, arts and sciences are branches of the same tree. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour and it seems like a minute. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be.